Armanoush pursed her lips, saddened. At the other end of the room, Asya tossed and turned in her bed, in the throes of what looked like a nightmare, and murmured something incomprehensible. Whatever she was saying, she repeated it many times. All we Armenians ask for is the recognition of our loss and pain, which is the most fundamental requirement for genuine human relationships to flourish. That is what we say to the Turks. Look, we are mourning. We have been mourning for almost a century now, because we lost our loved ones. We were driven out of our homes, banished from our land. We were treated like animals and butchered like sheep. We have been denied even a decent death. Even the pain inflicted on our grandparents is not as agonizing as the systematic denial that followed. If you say this, what will be the Turks' response? Nothing. There is only one single way of becoming friends with the Turks, to be just as uninformed and forgetful. Since they won't join us in our recognition of the past, we are expected to join them in their ignorance of the past. All of a sudden there was a light knock on the door, and then there were too many knocks. Armanoush slumped in her chair. Her heart leaped into her throat. She impulsively turned off the computer screen. "Yes?" she whispered. The door opened gently, and Auntie Banu's head popped in. She had a rosy, loosely tied scarf on her head now, and a long, pasty nightgown. Awake at this hour for prayer, she had noticed the light coming from the girls' room. With the discomfort of all the words she lacked in English etched on her face, Auntie Banu made a series of gestures, as if she too were playing charades. She shook her head, furrowed her brows, and then smilingly wagged a finger, all of which Armanoush interpreted as, "You study a lot. Don't tire yourself too much." After that, Auntie Banu shoved forward the plate in her hand and mimicked an eating effect, both too obvious to need any interpretation. She smiled, patted Armanoush's shoulder, put the plate next to the laptop, and then left, closing the door softly behind her. On the plate were 2 oranges, peeled and sliced. Turning on the screen again, Armanoush bit into a slice of orange as she contemplated what to write back to Baron Bagdasarian.